never excelled in school. Actually, quite the opposite. I was terrible. I failed every class. I was diagnosed with dyslexia at a young age, but that wasn't all the reasons for my terrible performance. I was bullied very badly. So my amazing mum was determined to find a space where I felt like I could fit in. She put me in dance class, and that became my second home. At 16, I danced my way into a prestigious dance academy in London. Every thought was filled with pirouettes and grand jetés, until one day, I woke up in excruciating pain. That pain got worse and worse, so naturally, I went to the doctors. The doctors were very quick to tell me that my pain and my deteriorating health was down to stress and an eating disorder. Before long, I couldn't physically eat. I became so unwell and lost so much weight that I became unrecognizable. And then for the next 4 years, I was hospitalized. To this day, I live with chronic illness, chronic pain, and a permanent ileostomy, as well as PTSD from the medical trauma that I went through. I did get the relevant tests in the end, and many surgeries that both saved and changed my life. When I was finally well enough to leave hospital, I took a trip to Los Angeles with the goal of having a fresh start. I ended up getting a job within the entertainment industry. I was so happy. And after disclosing my medical condition and asking for reasonable accommodations, I got told that I could no longer have that job. That was a big wake-up call for me, and the realization that I am disabled, that the world that I live in is no longer built with me in mind. For instance, when I need a seat on the bus, I am consistently told that I don't look disabled. For the same reason, when I use the disabled bathroom, I am often accused of taking advantage of the system. Attitudinal, physical, communication barriers are glaringly prevalent to me and the disabled community that I am now a part of. When we discuss disability rights, our minds often leap to the visual cues, ramps, accessible restrooms, and whilst these are important, they are just the tip of the iceberg. Because of these experiences, I started helping some of my disabled friends get jobs in Hollywood, helping them get acting roles, writing, directing. And very quickly, this became a fully fledged talent agency. I called it C Talent because disabled people rarely get access to option A or option B, and we have to create our own option C. C Talent has placed hundreds of artists in thousands of roles, including recently HBO's The Last of Us, the Hunger Games prequel, and with many brands, including Rihanna's Savage X Fenty, with Amazon, Disney, Google, and countless others. C Talent's roster has talent that has a following of over 50 million people. And in 2022, C Talent was acquired by a creator company, marking one of the largest known investments ever made within disability within the creative industries. And this not only signifies a demand for disability representation, but also the incredible power and untapped economic opportunity that the disabled community holds. But despite the strides that we have made with disability representation, disabled people are still legally allowed to be paid sub-minimum wage across 36 states in America. Out of the 193 United Nations member states, only 45 of those have anti-disability discrimination policies. Disabled people are twice more likely to live in poverty than non-disabled people, and twice more likely to be unemployed than non-disabled people. And this is far, far worse for those from low-income communities and those with intersectional identities. Since the acquisition, I founded Making Space, a talent acquisition and learning experience platform for companies to access pre-qualified underrepresented talent pools. Because when I was building C Talent, it became very clear that whenever we do anything that is disability, diversity, or impact-centric, then as soon as budgets get cut and times get hard, we are the first thing to be deprioritized. So I wanted to create a solution that helps companies save money on their biggest yearly losses, but also ensures that disabled, low-income, and underrepresented talent get access to long-term, meaningful employment and can get into leadership positions. Disability has consistently been seen as tragedy, as opposed to the natural part of the human experience, because we all, at some stage in our lives, will become disabled, whether that be permanently or temporarily. Film, TV, and media plays an incredible part in the stereotypes and stigmas that exist today. So under the Making Space umbrella, we have created Making Space Media. And we've partnered with Reese Witherspoon's company, Hello Sunshine, to ensure that the disabled narratives get told, the untold stories, because I truly believe we can change the world if we learn to tell and listen to a new set of stories about the world that we want to create in accessible spaces and with authentic voices. So, whilst ramps and accessible restrooms are imperative, we must dismantle the intangible walls of prejudice and bias. Thank you.